this is kind of just generally in life as well. But as a virtual assistant, you will then start noticing patterns, which is my next tip, is start noticing patterns of how things usually are when it comes to working with you and your clients. So as a really good example, every single month you guys are doing payroll, you guys are sending invoices or paying off bills. It is preparing for those because you're starting to plan ahead. So it's also noticing the patterns of like, hey, every 15th we do this, every 20th we do this. It's such a small, window of time. So I want to make sure that I'm prepared for both. It is learning how to look at things that are still 3 months, 6 months ahead, and already starting to do small, minor planning to make sure that once it is into the actual planning stage, you have done a ton of the prep work way before. So that's what I mean by the two things of noticing patterns and planning ahead. And when it comes to the noticing patterns part, a lot of the time when it comes to business, there is a certain pattern of when things go up and when things are a little bit tighter. So for you as a virtual assistant, as you are that a little bit of the outside point of view, because most entrepreneurs like myself, we're very attached to the business emotionally, mentally, psychologically, that we can't catch our own patterns. We can't catch our own kind of ways of like, oh, that's just normal. But to be honest, it's not actually normal. So it's starting to catch those patterns so you can start planning and creating kind of contingency plans, kind of basically ways that you can avoid for it to happen again if it's something negative, or for it to happen a bit more if it's something positive. So as a virtual assistant, you do have kind of that outside point of view that when you're working with your client, you have kind of a unique perspective because you're not as attached into the business, especially when you're a little bit new. You're not as attached to the business as the business owner is. So you have that way to kind of start suggesting things, start looking at the business from that mindset, from that point of view of I'm not just, an employee doing what I need to do. I'm also someone who essentially is the business partner of my client, where I'm helping them grow this business. So of course I can grow. So when you start learning and kind of really cultivating that mindset, the better and better your relationship with your client is, and of course the more that you can grow and succeed this year.